What is going on, guys? This is Knasty 3090 here. Welcome back to another episode of the Detroit Tigers franchise, episode 6. Last episode, we were in the not the World Series, we were in the ALCS. We were up 3-1, and we lost the last 3 games to the the eventual champion, Tampa Bay Rays. So we are going to make some moves in the offseason. Now, I asked you guys at the end of the last video about some moves. You guys are saying re-sign Yelich. He had a great playoff, a great regular season. And you guys are saying move on from Doolittle, who's making $14 million. He's a free agent. Now, I do just ask you guys, if you do enjoy this video, it's just all I ask, just drop a like on the video. And if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. But let's see, no one retired. David Price retired, former Tiger. Hall of Famer, maybe. We'll see in a second. No Hall of Famers. All right, so we got some exclusive free agents: Doolittle, Yelich, Colomé, La Stella, Cron, Maldonado. What does Doolittle want? We're not gonna keep him. Only wants 9.8, but I think we'll get a multi-year deal, so we'll give him the qualifying offer. Now, Yelich was 8.5 his contract last year. I'm expecting it to be around 15. Sometimes you're just good. Let's do 3 at 15 with a player option. Give him a qualifying offer as well, just in case we can't keep him. Alex Colomé didn't really pitch well for us. Pitched great for the White Sox last year. Struggled for us this year. He wants $5 million a year. I'll wait on that. I'm not going to give him a qualifying offer. I think we can find cheap bullpen arms. La Stella had another really solid year. $4 million. I'll do year to year with him. Cron and Maldonado, I think I'm going to let them both move on. So let's see. We want to make sure we get Yelich. So La Stella will stay, but let's see what happens with Yelich. Ozuna exercises options, making $15 million. I'm kind of surprised he probably would have got more on the free market. All right, Yelich and La Stella signed. Perfect. Our budget is very good right now, but I do want to make some changes, which we'll get to in a minute. So let's take a look at arbitration. Gomber, Jimenez, Alexander, Victor Reyes, and Travis Demerit. So Gomber, we got him in the midseason trade. Did struggle a little bit for us, but he's still a lefty. How much does he want a year? 4.1 for 3 years, I think, is a very fair deal. So I will do that. And let's give him that arbitration. He's getting a big raise. I think that's worth it. Joe Jimenez at the pen did struggle for us. It's the last year before he's a free agent. 2.1, I think that's a very fair deal. And then we could get a draft pick for him, depending on what he does next year. That's actually he's getting less money when he did have a very bad year. Scott Alexander, he did struggle after having a great year for the last couple years for the Dodgers. How much does he want a year? $2 million. I think that's fair. $2 million is not too crazy. He is also a free agent at the end of the year. Victor Reyes, I think I might move him. He is a free agent at the end of the year. I'll offer him the arbitration, but I think we'll sign him to trade him. He wants $4 million. That's a little pricey for a 4th outfielder. And then Demerit, who I like as like a bench bat because he can play second, third, short, and left field. And he actually hit pretty well last year. Obviously, he's going to get more than that in arbitration. What does he want? Oh, wow. 4 years at $900,000. That's great. Now, he's not an everyday. He's a depth. He's a platoon. Because of his durability, he will play a lot. But 4 years at $1 million. Let's do that. All right. So that's taken care of. Tender contracts. Cole Elkins. Great rookie year. 3.1 ERA. He did get hurt. Only had pitched 20 games. I want to give him a long-term deal. A 5-year deal takes him to he's a free agent at 3.7. I'll do it. Because at 5 years from now, he'll be 29. And I'll probably be like 5 at 20. And he'll be 29 a free agent. You can probably cash in. And McMullen, I think, can be a superstar. He's only 20 now. The power needs to develop. But he hit 290 as a 19-year-old. 359 on base, 446, like an 805 OPS, a WAR of 3 at second base. If I give him a 10-year deal, that's $13 million. I might do it. I might do a 10-year deal. We'll backload it. So we pay less now, more down the road. So it kind of, it goes with him getting better every year. It's going to be 10, 140. Star, backload it. All right. And then the rest of these guys, I think I'll just sign them. And you don't need to see it. And then we got some moves to make. I want to kind of go big this offseason. So let's see what we can do. All right, so I made those offers. Now we can lose a couple big names to the Rule 5 draft. I do want to take care of that. So let's do that real quick, and then we'll go through kind of what we want to, make sure I think we can lose him, but I'm okay with it. Like, what we need to improve on, because there are some places I do want to improve on the team. That's for sure. But I'm really thinking there's not a whole lot of moves we need to make. I think like 1 or 2 moves in the lineup maybe. And that's a maybe. Perez and Cody Hose. There's the other. And, Yan Gomez. Okay. Not Yan Gomez. I wish we. Yoendis Gomez. Alright, add to the 40-man. And then there it is. Perez. What was the last guy? Cody, the third baseman. Okay. We'll do that, and then let's just take a look at the roster what we were working with. So, rotation. Fulmer, Mize, Perez, Elkins, Gomber. I think that's fine. Blackburn, again, as the long man, is okay. Bo Burrows, I think, is a trade bait. Same as Sandy Baez, Matt Manning. Like, I might trade a bunch of these guys. The pitchers who I want to kind of work towards are Gomez, or kind of develop as Gomez, and Rick Lowry. Some Bs that are younger in the low 70s already. Even some Cs, like Grover Perkins has some good per 9s. Eddie Sanchez is young. We'll see what happens. We do have Dahlquist, too. Andrew Dahlquist, who's 22. We don't have any A potentials other than Matt Manning, who is just I'm not high on. Relievers, we have Edgar Santana. We have a lot of like high 70s here, so I kind of might consolidate those into like trade 3 of those for like one guy in the high 80s. Hendricks, Jimenez, Acevedo's still a prospect developing. He's a year or 2 away. Catchers, we have Jake Rogers, who last year had a pretty solid year. We could improve on that, but we don't need to. We do got a couple youngsters, and Corey Lee and Corey Ochoa, and we just drafted Ochoa. At first is Andrew Vaughn. He's either going to be our first baseman or our DH, I feel like. We need a either or. Second base is all set with McMullen. Third base is Estella. I do love him. I mean, I could put him at DH if we decide to get if there's an amazing third baseman's out in free agency, or put that third base. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But we could put him at DH. Shortstop is Lindor, which makes Paredes, Deutscher, Perez all expendable. The outfield is Ozuna in left, Villegas in center, and Yelich in right. So Parker Meadows is available. Same with Jarrett Kendall, Riley Green, who I was gonna trade if we didn't resign Yelich. But it was gonna start. I'm gonna add him to the 40-man just now. I still might keep him because he's only 22, but we'll see. Let's take a look at free agency, see if we can. Bo Burrows is up for arbitration. What do you call it? The Rule 5 draft. I want to add him. Alright, our 40-man's at 40 people, or 38 people. Let's take a look at free agency. Aaron Judge. Okay. He's had some good and bad years. Oh, no, he's been pretty good. Never mind. He's been pretty good. Benintendi, and we don't really need outfielders, so he's not that good in this either. Holy cow. 267, 270 average, or 17 home runs. He hasn't hit 20 home runs yet in any year in this franchise. Wilson Contreras is available. Okay. He's not worth it. Not worth the money and the draft pick. He hit 286, 21 home runs, 381 on base. Very good player. A WAR of 6.3. That is very good. However, he's going to cost us $30 million a year, and we're going to lose a draft pick. Not worth it. Kiermaier is available, who kicked our ass. Edwin Diaz is available. How much is he going to cost a year? 11? I think we can maybe do better on trades. What's out there for third base? Chad Pinder, big time power. Can play third, second, short, and all 3 outfield, and he can field. I might do like a 1-year. Let's do a 1-year deal with him, and I think I can get a draft pick for him. There is also DJ LeMahieu, but I think Pinder's a little better. And then Josh Bell's available, but I think Pinder might be better. And then in terms of relievers, I think we'll just do it all with youngsters, unless Carl Edwards is bad. Yeah, these guys are just too expensive. So let's see what happens. Edwin Diaz is a national. Okay. Carl Edwards is a Rocky. Wilson Contreras is a Philly. Hey, they're all in the National League. Nebel's an Indian. He's in our division, of course. Doolittle accepted the qualifying offer. Shoot. Did we get our boy for, We haven't yet. What is our budget looking like? I don't think we can afford him. I'm going to have to get rid of Doolittle. That contract is just too much. We can get Jordan Groshans and a couple other pieces. Sean Jelly. Alright. George Kirby and a shortstop prospect. Nick Allen. What does Groshans look like? Not bad. He can play first, second, third short. His potential is going down, but he's still 70 overall. I kind of like that he can play a bunch of different positions. And at third base, we're kind of in a... we have some... I think we should just get bodies and figure out what happens. So we'll do that. See, just get rid of the money. Because I do want to get Pinder. And we did. Perfect. So our budget now is... we can probably get up to like 180 million. Now, this offseason, Ozuna, Pinder are both free agents. And I think that's why I'll keep Riley Green, because I think he'll take over for Ozuna. We'll probably let him walk, given he'll be 33, and Riley Green can sub right in. So we need to improve. I think we just really need to improve that bullpen. Savek, I'll just add to the 40-man to be our backup catcher. 40-man roster is full. Well, who's on it that Groshans is on it? Well, let's just trade some of the reliever glut that we have. It's like Stump. Let's see. Alcantara, who actually pitched really well for us, so I kind of want to keep him. Fernandez, who's been a minor leaguer. And I guess Santana. We can probably get a good reliever, who's hopefully cheap-ish. Felipe Vasquez, no, he struggled big time. Let's see. I'd like to get a guy who's maybe up on the incline or increase of his career, not a guy who's like in their 30s who could go downhill very fast. Like, they could be terrible in a year. Jansen's got a terrible contract. Let's just do this. Now, you know what I'm gonna do? Let's do a little player search so we can go get the relievers that I want. So relievers, let's do min overall. Put it at 88. Archie Bradley, Coda Glover. He's going to be a free agent at the end of the year. So if we get him this year, we can get a draft pick for him. So I think that's smart to go after get guys like that. So Alcantara, Hernandez, and Stump almost gets the deal done. Okay, we need to include another player. But we do have guys that we can trade. They like Bobby Dahlbeck. All right, I'll do that. So we are giving up a couple pieces, like a lot of like high 70s or even an 80 in Fernandez. But what we're going to get, we're going to get Coda Glover for 1 year at least. If we don't want to keep him, we can put a qualifying offer on him because he's going to be 30 and going to be around a 90 overall, and we'll get a draft pick for him. Or we re-sign him. I think it's a win-win for us. And we get a good reliever. We're going to have to pay him arbitration, but that's fine. Let's see if we can do it with another reliever or two. This way we can kind of just continue to improve. Oops, I want to put relievers. Improve the farm system while still getting major league talent. All right, let's do that again. Udabre Ramos, kind of the same boat. He's the exact same situation. I think they'll do the same thing. What do they want? Second and short. Now, I would not give up Paredes in a deal like this, but I would give up maybe a guy like Wenzel Perez. And they love it. Like, they would do it. So I don't even need to do that. Let's see. Harold Castro I would maybe give up on. They like him quite a bit. And then maybe a guy like, let's see here. Maybe we have I just want to also clear up the 40-man. Ryan Carpenter. There we go. And we get Ramos. So that gives us a couple of reliefs. I want to see if we can get one more. And let's kind of do the same thing. Let's do instead of 90 as a min, let's do like 88. And Diego Castillo was amazing last year. No, it's going to be hard to get him. Amir Garrett, same boat, and he was great last year. Let's go get Amir Garrett, and it's just the same thing. Now, maybe include Sandy Baez. They like him. That almost gets a deal done. And let's include, what do they want? Catcher first, second, and short. Cody Clemens. That almost gets a deal done, but not quite. Probably just include like another body. There we go. So we're going to have to pay these guys. So they're all going to get the last year before arbitration. So I hope we can afford them. If not, there are some contracts we can maybe get out of under. Like, Victor Reyes we still got to trade. So let's just trade him now and save that $4 million. Probably can get like maybe an A. Mackenzie Wilkerson's a B. Jelly, Riley Pint. A starter who's 19. B potential. Woody Holbert. He's an A potential starter. But, yeah, we'll get him, I guess. He's 23 of 65 overall. We'll do it. I'm not sure, like, we'll see. Still got Matt Manning, who I might trade, but where is he? Did I miss him? Did I not do the trade? Oh, he's a 65 overall. That's it. All right. What is his potential? 92, so not the worst. All right. So now let's go to arbitration. Offer these guys arbitration, then try to get them just a 1-year deal. 3 point? Okay. These are pretty fair offers. So this won't be... I was worried about money. I don't think money's going to be an issue. And we could get 3 extra draft picks next year. Like, legitimate. And I might just do this a bunch. Like, just this will replenish our farm. And it's not costing us a lot of money. It's not costing us a ton in terms of prospects. So there's that. Let's just make sure we have enough money to get all those guys. Dansby's a Yankee. Yeesh. Don't like that. Kyle Freeland's a Philly. Benintendi's a Mariner. Reds are interested in a trade. Jackson Stevens. B potential. Nah, we have enough of those guys. What is our 40-man looking like now? It shouldn't be too bad. Oh, there's someone who's going to add to it. Oh, the catcher. Backup catcher. That was it. Savek. Oh, we gotta wait till after the 40-man. The Rule 5 draft to add some to the 40-man. Mitch Haniger's a Rocky. Alright. Carlos Rodon's a Twin. Buxton's a Pirate. Clevenger's a Cub. Inciarte's an Astro. Scope is a Marlin. Rule 5 drafts. We're going to have the 21st pick in the Rule 4 draft. I might actually take a backup catcher here. Leotis Tavares is available. He could be our 4th outfielder. I might have to do that. Grayson Grinder's available, but yeah, I'm taking... Where is he? Where was he? Yeah, he's a 69 overall, which is nice. A potential. Put him as a 4th outfielder. Get an A potential. Take a chance. He has to be on the Major League roster. That's the rule with the Rule 5 draft. They have to be on the Major League roster all of the next year. If they're not, they get returned to the original team. So, I don't know what Tavares was on in this. Probably, Texas. But, yeah. So, if, like, we decide to call him down, that would be an issue. So, we still have Parker Meadows, who I want to trade. And I feel like I should trade Paredes now. Because potential's going down. I don't want it to become a B. So I guess... What is our budget looking like? $506,000. So if I trade Paredes... Let's see what I can get... What do we need? We're going to put Listella as the DH. Because Pinder can play defense. So Listella's the DH. Vaughn will be first. Bullpen, we got Ramos, Glover, Garrett, Santana, Alexander, Hendricks, Jimenez. Our bullpen's good. Let's just see what we can get for prospects. A prospect for prospect trade. Tristan Casas. That's an interesting trade. Big time bat. His potential's going up. 1st round pick from the Red Sox. I'll do that trade. Very rare you see a prospect for prospect trade, but we're kind of slim at first base in the system. And if Vaughn struggles, Casas could really fight for a position. You can also play left field. I'll do that trade. That's a fair trade. And I guess we should probably do the same with Parker Meadows. See if I can get maybe something for him. We can get a closer. Okay, we get Jelly, who I don't know what he's going to turn into. He's 25 at 77 overall. Not too bad. Stamina's not great, but we get a closer, Eddie Valenzuela. So, let's do that, an A potential closer. So let's take a look at what those potentials are. So the closer, he has a potential of 91, so low A. But what is Casas? Please be above a 92. 93, perfect. All right. Yeah, I think we're pretty much good. Let's see, Groshans, I'm going to send him to AAA. Oh, he has to clear waivers? Shit. He's not going to clear waivers. We have one too many guys on the major league team still, so I'm going to have to figure something out. I don't know. We'll figure that out once we get to the offseason. But let's just get through arbitration. Trevor Williams is an Angel. Oh, they already signed everything. So our budget is $500,000 still. Did McMullen sign long term? He did. Massive contract, but I think it's worth it. 2 years left of cheap Fulmer, $11 million. But let's go to spring training. Oops. And get this all taken care of. Contract extensions. Ozuna, Ramos, Garrett, Glover, Hendricks, Pinder, Santana. I mean, we have a lot of free agents. We could get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There could be Pinder. It could be 6 extra draft picks next year, which is like we're gonna like run out of draft picks by the 3rd round, but we would have a lot. Let's take a look at this roster. Let me create and edit the lineup, and then I'll show you guys what we're looking for or looking like with the team. All right, well, I was going through the whole team. We needed to get rid of a reliever. We had too many, so I'm gonna get rid of Edgar Santana. He's making $2.5 million. He's not even a free agent next year. So, and he's been kind of like he pitched last year for us, 4.05, 4.09 ERA. Now, in this trade to the Marlins, we get a couple prospects. We get Christopher Torres, who's a C potential, nothing crazy. Great fielder, though, which I like. He's a bench bat. But the other player we get, this is where I like it, Tommy Wilburn. He is an A potential. He's only a 51 overall. But an A potential, I thought, let's take a chance on it. That opens up a spot on the Major League roster. And let's see what he's looking like for a potential. We know it's an A. 92. Okay. So, now with the lineup, the only thing I have to change is LaStella is in at DH because Vaughn's going to play at first base. And where's LaStella? And, yeah, this team is looking pretty good. The lineup is Villegas, McMullen, Francisco Lindor, Yelich, Ozuna, Pinder, LaStella, Vaughn, Rogers. Pitching, we got Fulmer, Mize, Elkins, Gomber, Perez. Bullpen looks pretty good. Garrett's the closer. Joe Jimenez is actually in the minors, just because we didn't have enough spots. But I think he will, I think he'll have to stay down there for now. Just because we don't have enough spots, but he is a nice little depth piece. Now let's take a look at scouts. Can we improve any? We can improve the international scouts. Let's do that. And let's take a look at what we're ranked. 6th, 25th in defense, which is bad. 17th in speed, but 5th in contact, 9th in power, 4th in pitching. That's pretty darn good. Top prospects, what are we working with? I could see a couple on this. Let's see, where is that? Scripted D. Tristan Casas is at 31. I think that's it, unless I missed. Leota Tavares, who got in the Rule 5 draft, he's at 46. And he has to be on the Major League team. But we could see others go up on this. We have a lot of A's kind of just chilling in this. So, let's get into the season. I'm kind of excited to see how we do. The lineup looks pretty good. I mean, I don't know if Yelich will do what he continues to do, but I think Pinder's good, LaStella, and we still got some money to work with. Our budget's, like $500,000, I think? Right around there. So, let's get into the season. I don't know if we're going to have an extra draft pick. We didn't lose one as Franklin Price is out for 1 to 2 months. Alright, well, we will just put Blackburn right in there. Not a good start that in a week into the season, we have a guy out 1 to 2 months. But our offense has been killing it. So that's good. Like, we're scoring a ton of runs in these games. And we're off to a great start. Ozuna's out for 1 to 2 weeks. Alright, let's fix that. I will probably... Tavares is in 522 and 23 at-bats. In 24 at-bats, Demerit's in 417 with 3 home runs. I'll put in... Let's go with Tavares. Let's go with... Actually, who's younger? Oh, Tavares is clearly younger. He's 24. I think, right? Yeah. Man, the top of the order is terrible. 210 and 220 average, but Lindor, Yelich is struggling average-wise. Pinder's been great. LaStella's been amazing. Vaughn, okay. Yeah. The top of the order is struggling, and we know that's not going to continue to happen. They're too good of the hitters. All right, Ozuna's back. We're 5.5 up on the division, which is good. Tavares is still hitting well. But, yeah, Ozuna's in there at least for the rest of this year. And, I mean, Riley Green is my go-to replacement, but, I mean, if Tavares just turns into a star, we'll see. Jordan Montgomery got traded to the White Sox for Ivan Asensio. Okay. But our offense, man, even when we lose like 7-8. All right, Perez is back. We're 37-13. Perez is in Blackburn. And the rotation's been okay, but not great. Garrett's been good. Same with Glover. Ramos has kind of struggled. Alexander struggled. And Hendrick's been all right. But the top of the order, man, is still struggling. Vaughn's cooling down a little bit in terms of average. Now, how about Casas? 292 average, 9 home runs. Let's see. Christopher Torres is hot, but he's not really much of a prospect. Corey Lee, a catcher. He's improving. Groshans isn't really hitting that well either as Kendall. Hose is. But, yeah, let's continue. We're closing in on the draft. And we have, like, the 21st pick, I think. Ohtani got traded. Now he's a reliever in this for Christian Pache. Wow, I like that trade a lot for the Angels. Here's the draft. 21st pick in round 1. Round 2, we're at 18. Compensatory round for losing Doolittle. So, yeah, let's get into it. See what we can get. See if we can hit on this draft. Is there a blue chip available? There is not. All right. There's a third baseman. Wow. Carlos Garlabo. He looks freaking amazing. I might have to take him. We're going to keep looking, though. Do our due diligence. I'm kind of just looking at who aren't projects, though. A starter. Yeah, it's him. Carlos Garlabo. He could be a Hall of Fame type bat. I doubt his potential will be crazy high, but let's see. All right, round 2. We have the 18th pick, I believe, in this round. So let's see what's available. There's a starter here. I don't love his per 9, so I probably won't touch him here. Another starter, Greg Duke. Again, don't love his per 9s. A catcher's a project, but he's 22. Closer. A center fielder who's a project who's only 20. Kevin Ramirez. There's a first baseman. He's 24. Now, wow, that's a really good bat. I kind of wish he could be ready soon, but the fact he's 24 kind of is a buzzkill. I'll just take those. I'm going to take Duke. He seems to the better. 80 hits per 9. Just take the pitcher, and you hope it's a good potential. And I'll take the center fielder, who's a project, who's, 20? Kevin Ramirez. We'll take him. All right, and now we're moving on. I think we just have the 21st pick the rest of the draft. So let's see how we do. The guy who I don't love is per 9s. I'll take him. I mean, if he has a high potential. It's trade bait, man. Trade bait. All right, round 4. Is that first baseman available who cannot... Who's 24? He's not. All right. There's a closer. I'll take the closer. I'll take the closer in round 4. I think that's fair to take. I wouldn't take closer any earlier than your 3rd or 4th pick in the draft. All right. A center fielder who's a project who's 23. Not much else is there. We'll just take him, and then we'll take a shot in the dark in round 6, and that will be the draft. And hopefully it was good. I'm kind of excited to see. Let's see. I guess we'll take you. I'm excited to see if that's a good pick or not. Alright, come on. Holy shit, okay. That was a good pick. Now, he's only an 85 potential, but look at the bat. Legit, he's our third baseman of the future. His bat's ready. I'll be slow with him because he's only 20, but that's a Hall of Fame type bat. Then Greg Dew has 88 potential. 22 is 65 overall. And Kevin Ramirez, 89 potential. He's 20. He's a project. That's a good pick, though. And then we got Valdez, 82 potential on this starter. Nothing crazy. Diego Castillo is a closer, 89 potential. 46 stamina is pretty good for a reliever. Dozier has 79 potential. Nothing too crazy there. And then the last pick had 60 potential. Now, I want to see if I can find that first baseman. I'm going to have to manually do this, but we can fly through these. I'm just looking at first basemen who are 24. This was the guy right here. Not too bad, actually. I wouldn't have been upset with that pick. Oh, well. I really I legitimately just think we drafted a guy who's going to win 10 Silver Sluggers. And it's a kind of a position of need, too. We have some third basemen, but we don't have like a star. That's a star third base prospect right there. So, Yankees interested in a trade. Get out of here. I'm not trading Yelich. We just got swept by Houston. Yeesh. But we are off to an amazing start of the season. Almost at the All-Star game. Mariners interested in a trade. We get Domingo Santana. Only an 80 overall, big contract, and we want to give up several prospects. No, thank you. Okay, we're starting to lose a little bit more now. White Sox interested in a trade. Casey Mize for Zach Collins. How good is Zach Collins? Not that good. I'm not going to do that. Let's see who made the All-Star team. And we're 5.5 up on the division. I might have to make some some moves. Let's take a look at the awards. Elkins made the All-Star team, and Michael Fulmer. Man, Elkins is a star, and look at that contract. Jeez, great 6th-round pick. And Fulmer's having a very good year. Relievers, none. Closers, Liam Hendricks, okay. Catchers, we have none. First base, none. No second baseman, no third baseman. Lindor at short. No left fielder. Benintendi's having a great year. It's about time. 324 average, 13 home runs. Enciarte and Conforto, and then Austin Meadows and Julio Rodriguez. Mariners fans, you should be excited about this kid. He's going to be a star. A lot of people don't talk about him. Take a look at top prospects. Do we have anyone? Where's Casas on this? He's up to 20. Okay. Anyone else on this? Tavares is going to graduate from it, but Woody Holbert, one of the starting prospects, he's at 39. And that is it. How's the lamp? Okay, Valledge is up to 257. He has 12 home runs. That's already a career high. Like, Mullins only hit 224, but he's still improving. Pinder, not great, not bad. 252 average. Actually, he's having a good year. What am I talking about? He's going to hit more power. Yeah, he's been way better already. Estella still been very good. Now at DH, his WAR won't be crazy high. It's still at 2. Vaughn, 280, 14 home runs. And Jake Rogers has been a surprise there. Casas, I'll let him stay in the minors. Let's see. Where is... Oh, they have this all moved around. Let's fix that. Elkins is number 2. Gomber's been great. 2.93 ERA. And let's put Perez in there, who's struggling. We might... I don't know what we need. Let's just go to the trade deadline and see where we're at that point. Maybe we can kind of extend. We are... Mariners interested. I don't want Domingo Santana. I want Julio Rodriguez. Alright, 2 out of 3 against them. Demerit's out for 1 to 2 weeks. That's not too big of a deal. Valledge is out for a few days. Vaughn's out 1 to 2 months. 10.5 up on the division. So this is where... Okay. So, he should be back for the playoffs. Do we call up Casas... or Cassis? I never know. Is it Cassis? Or I should know because I'm a Red Sox fan, but I haven't heard anyone say his name. I don't know. Help me out in the comments section. Schwindel's doing well in AA, but that's in AA. Or do I go in the trade market? Franmil Reyes can't play first. Colin Moran can play first. He's an 8, but I'm gonna call up the kid. Welcome to the show. And let's slide him right in the lineup. And let's put... Actually, I'm not going to change that because it's going to auto-fix that, but I'm excited to see how he does. And we don't really need to make any trades unless another big injury happens in the next day or two. Because we're 10 up in the division. We should be fine. I say that we'll probably fall apart. But McMullen's getting hot, which is good. So let's just stay healthy. If we get an injury happen... Whoa! Barrios got traded. He's struggling, but big time contract. Alex Verdugo, Matt Beattie, and Alex Wood. Wow. Big time trade. Affects us because it's in our division. Andrew Vaughn's still out for 3 to 4 weeks. Alright, let's take care of business. Okay, split. Tavares out for 1 to 2 months. Yeah. He's kind of just on the bench just because we have to. Tavares still out for 1 to 2 months. Yeah, I know. Alright. Just got swept by Kansas City. Okay, place him on the bench. 9.5 up on. Okay, we're still doing well. Casas, 262 with 3 home runs. I will put Vaughn back in there. He did his job. Gave the kid a chance. He wasn't bad, but he wasn't great. Vaughn's clearly the better player right now. And we are trying to win this year, but hey. Oops. Maybe he might be our first baseman next year. I don't know. Let's just make sure we stay healthy at the end of September. We shouldn't blow this division, but we've lost so many games in a row. It's a 5.5 game lead. Like, come on, guys. Who are we ahead? White Sox. When do we play them again? Don't play them again. All right, and that just... Okay, we're going to... We lost like the last 6 games, and we won the division by 7. Okay. Struggled down the stretch, but we still won 92 games. We are playing the Angels in the playoffs. Let's take a look at top prospects. Now, I don't know if Casas graduated. He probably did. So he won't show up on this. Our best prospect is Woody Holbert. Starter that we got in a trade. He's at 68 overall. And Eloy Acevedo, a closer, is now up to 70 overall. He's slow at improving. And Valenzuela, the other closer we got, he's not a B potential, but still, he's there. Let's take a look at the line. Vlad just hit 287, 19 home runs, 32 stolen bases. Did get caught 10 times. 361 on base, 488 slugging, 849 OPS. That's a WAR of 5.3. He's getting expensive, but hey, he's still a great player. McMullen, he did improve, potentially go down, but not as good of a year. Less power, less stolen bases, same amount of caught stealing, less average, less OPS, less slugging, less OPS, and his WAR was less. So yeah, kind of hope for more. Lindor, he definitely went down. 277, average dropped 25 points, 3 less home runs. OPS though, relatively close. WAR was still very close, 7.3. Yelich, 286 average, 33 home runs, very good for $15 million. That's a very fair player. Ozuna, last year of his deal, definitely we're going to let him walk in the offseason. 262 average, 33 home runs. Still a very good player, but he's clearly on the decline. Pinder, the average wasn't great, but he did hit 27 home runs, above average at defense. Again, we'll probably get a draft pick for him. La Stella, 275 average, 23 home runs, 375 on base, 846 OPS. WAR of 3.5, but only playing DH is very good. Vaughn, 293 average, which is nice to see that average up. Potential went down, but he had the best average, OPS, slugging, and of course WAR. And Jake Rogers, 241, 17 home runs. Power's gone down, but the average is still pretty solid. All in all, it's like a 2 WAR catcher. Yeah, 1.7, not bad. Pitching, Fulmer was really good, not great. Elkins, better. Mize, wow, he did struggle mightily. Now, I don't want to move on from him yet because he's only 25 and he's on a very team-friendly contract, but I'm hoping for more. Gomber was really good and Perez did struggle. Bullpen-wise, Bullpen actually did struggle. Ramos is now an 80 overall. Shit. Glover and then Garrett. Yeah, the bullpen is what killed us. But the rotation is Fulmer, Elkins, Gomber are the big 3. Mize will be the number 4. Let's take a look at awards. Trevor Story and Nick Williams at 351 with 48 home runs. Is this the same Nick Williams? It is the same Nick Williams. Jesus Christ. Chris Sale and Noah Syndergaard got Cy Youngs. Austin Meadows and Nick Williams with the batting titles. We didn't get either relievers of the year. Rookie of the year is Evan White and Joey Wentz. Any awards? Luke Voigt got a Gold Glove. Yeah, okay. I don't think we're going to get any awards. We did not. So, next episode will at least be the playoffs. We're facing the Angels, try to get back. Now, the defending champion, Rays, got knocked out. So, I'll see you guys in the next video. If you did enjoy, just drop a like. Like I always say, sub if you are new. I will talk to y'all later, boys. Take it easy. Peace.